Yo, what's up, football fans? Welcome back to the channel, and stop whatever you're doing right now because we have got some absolutely massive news that's going to shake up the entire NFL landscape. I'm talking about something that has just gone down, something so unexpected and explosive. It's already got fans talking, analysts scrambling for answers, and rivals panicking because, folks, Rasul Douglas, yes, that Rasul Douglas, the physical, aggressive, playmaking cornerback, has just been traded to the Dallas Cowboys in what many are already calling one of the biggest defensive trades of the season, if not the entire year. And I am here to break it all down for you. Every angle, every implication, and what this could mean for the Cowboys, the NFC, and the entire NFL moving forward. So, make sure you hit that like button, smash subscribe, and buckle up because we are diving deep into this blockbuster trade that just lit up the league like a fireworks show on draft night. Now, let's start with the sheer shock factor of this move because honestly, no one saw this coming. Yeah, there were whispers, some low-level speculation that the Cowboys might be poking around for some secondary help, maybe talking to a few veterans in the offseason, maybe making a late camp move if injuries struck, but no credible insider had Rasul Douglas's name linked seriously with Dallas until, bam, the news drops like a bombshell. And the deal is done. No rumor, no speculation. This is a signed, sealed, and delivered transaction that sends Douglas straight into one of the most high-profile, high-pressure roles in all of football, defending wide receivers in a Cowboys jersey under the blinding lights of AT&T Stadium with a fan base that expects nothing less than greatness. And let's be honest, this is not just a depth move. This is not some minor roster filler. This is a statement, a power move, a clear signal that Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office are done waiting around for the stars to align. They want to win. They want to win now, and they're willing to go after proven, battle-tested talent to do it, and Rasul Douglas is exactly that kind of guy. I mean, just think about what Douglas brings to the table. This is a guy with size, standing at 6 feet 2 inches, who's not afraid to get physical at the line of scrimmage, who thrives in press coverage, who reads quarterbacks like a book, and who's come up with clutch interceptions at key moments time and time again throughout his career. We've seen it when he was with the Packers, we've seen it with the Bills, and now we're about to see it under the big star in Dallas, and man, let me tell you, this is going to be something special. And what makes this move even more intriguing is where the Cowboys are right now as a team. This is a franchise that has been knocking on the door of greatness for years now, with a defense that has had its flashes of dominance, especially under Dan Quinn, but has struggled at times with consistency in the secondary, especially when it comes to injuries and late game breakdowns. Now, you throw Rasul Douglas into that mix, and suddenly the dynamic changes. You've got Trevon Diggs coming back healthy. You've got Stephon Gilmore on the other side, bringing that veteran IQ and Pro Bowl pedigree. And now you add Rasul Douglas into the rotation. That's scary. That's a three-headed monster of physicality, ball skills, and football IQ. Quarterbacks in the NFC better start studying tape now, because passing against this group just got a whole lot harder. And let's not forget the swagger. Rasul Douglas brings attitude, that gritty, chip on the shoulder mentality that fits perfectly with the Cowboys' identity. He's not afraid to talk trash, not afraid to mix it up, and he backs it all up with physical play and production. Exactly the kind of energy that feeds a locker room and becomes contagious during those tough stretches in November and December when championships are won. Now, obviously, anytime a trade like this happens, the next big question is, what did Dallas give up to get him? And from what we're hearing through team sources and early insider leaks, it sounds like the Cowboys didn't have to mortgage the farm here, likely a mid-round pick or a combination of picks that won't cripple the team's draft capital going forward. That's huge because not only are you getting a starting caliber corner, but you're doing it without overpaying, without losing a core player in the process. and keeping your long-term flexibility intact. This is the kind of smart, aggressive roster building that fans have been begging to see from Dallas for years. And let's not sleep on the leadership component either. Douglas is a guy who's been around, who's played in different systems, who's gone through the ups and downs of a football career, and who can walk into that defensive backs room and command instant respect. Younger guys like Darren Bland and Israel Mukwamu will benefit hugely from having a presence like that around every day in practice and film sessions, in the huddle. That stuff matters, especially when the grind of the season kicks in. And for all you Cowboys fans wondering how he'll fit into the scheme, rest easy. This is a natural fit. Today, Douglas thrives in zone-heavy schemes that allow him to sit, read, and break on the ball. And under Mike Zimmer, who has taken over the defensive coordinator role, we're likely to see a blend of coverages that should maximize Douglas's strengths while minimizing any limitations in man-to-man against speedsters. Pair him with the physical nature of Gilmore and the ball-hawking instincts of Diggs, and what you've got is a secondary that can adapt to any matchup, any offensive style, and any situation, which is absolutely critical if you want to survive deep into January. But let's zoom out for a second and talk bigger picture, because this isn't just a move for week 1 or week 2. This is a move that could shift the entire balance of power in the NFC. We all know the Eagles are loaded, the 49ers are dominant, the Lions are rising, and the Packers are sneaky good. But now, with Rasul Douglas in the fold, the Cowboys have arguably closed the gap in a major way on the defensive side of the ball. And if Dak Prescott and that offense can deliver, we might finally be looking at a team that can break through that divisional round curse that's haunted Dallas for decades. I know. We've all been burned before by preseason hype, but this feels different. This feels like the kind of savvy veteran addition that good teams make to become great, and you better believe this will have ripple effects across the league. You don't just make a move like this in a vacuum. Other GMs are watching, other coaches are adjusting. You don't think Kyle Shanahan and Nick Sirianni are taking notes? You don't think Jalen Hurts is circling that Cowboys game on his calendar right now, knowing he's got to throw against Diggs, Gilmore, and Douglas? Yeah, this is real. This is chess, not checkers. And from the Cowboys' perspective, the timing is just perfect. We're getting close to finalizing rosters. The season is around the corner, and this kind of acquisition gives your entire locker room a jolt of energy, a sense that, hey, the front office believes in us, like they're giving us the tools. Now it's on us to deliver. And I'll tell you this, you don't bring in a player like Rasul Douglas unless you're serious about making a run. This isn't a rebuild move. This is a championship move. This is what contenders do. And look, even if you're a skeptic, even if you're not sold on the hype just yet, you can't deny the upside here. Low risk, high reward, proven veteran, motivated by a fresh start, stepping into one of the most competitive, visible franchises in all of sports. That's a recipe for fireworks, and as a football fan, I'm here for it. So to all the Cowboys fans out there, let me hear from you. Are you hyped for this move? Do you think Douglas is the missing piece in that secondary puzzle, or do you still have concerns? And if you're a fan of an NFC rival, like the Eagles, the 49ers, the Seahawks, whoever, are you nervous now? Because you should be. The Dallas Cowboys just made a move that could change everything. This is not a drill. This is not clickbait. Rasul Douglas is a Cowboy. The season just got a whole lot more interesting. Stay locked in, because I promise you, this won't be the last blockbuster move we see before kickoff, but it might be the most impactful. I'm your host, your name. This is your channel name. Make sure